One thing you can never do is afford to live in your own mind or somebody else's suggestion of what you should do with your mind. Anyway, what's going to be happening with me? Today, Saturn moves into Pisces, and it stays there for like 75 days, and then it goes back into Aquarius. So we're just getting a little taste. If you haven't noticed, there's a little shift, and that's just the way it is. I mean, you cannot think that your schedule is more important than what the cosmos is working through us. Um, so, um, for me, Saturn in Pisces, I can't really miss this. I miss the Jupiter going over my ascendant. Why? Being dragged into the fucking narcissist paradigm, which is a number. Ladies and gentlemen, it's society. It's society. You go out there and you think you're going to associate with a healthy person? No, no. It's 80% of people who are, you know, that was an old statistic. 80% is an old statistic. Now, since we have more of the government's amazing offerings of programming and subconscious rewiring, um, we have an increase. It's called a bloom. And in fact, some things have just went right over the edge, and it's normal now to be OCD and um, sadomasochistic and all that shit. And there's a philosophy coming up that's like, yay! Especially, the narcissist. It's just right there, right there. You can see it right next to all of the other real philosophies that come from the a philosophy that comes from the dimension of, say, living as a loving person, knowing what love is and knowing what the truth is and being more reality oriented. Narcissists, that just, all of that language, I bet you, see, just start talking like that. Make sure you eat plenty of protein, drink your alkaline water, because they want to fight it. They want to fight it and say, no, you're not real. And then no, because remember me, my miserable fucking life. Let me tell you what, people. Saturn going to be going over my Jupiter in Pisces. This is the thing that is my spiritual self. This is the thing that see, Jupiter in my chart is the only planet going retrograde. Isn't that a trip? And it's in Pisces. Isn't that weird? And then when you look at the placement and everything, it's like the handle. I have a bucket, technically with just the 12 planets, but it's substantial. I mean, I'm not doing all 25, gee, Christ, but we are having a thing with Chiron right now, and there's some other planet to worry about, and 500 other things. Really, all it does is open you up to what we're working with, and the more aware you become, the more you have these tools, and the more you're handling energy in such a way that it's not physical, it's non-physical, it's electrical, it's something that it's like, a lot of people aren't handling just the cosmic energies. Like, it's time to learn something, it's time to go through this process physiologically, which you only have so much time here. So, and it comes with realization. You need to become realized before your body gives out. You don't hold on to let your body hold you to the point of suffering that is like, are you ever going to get the fuck out of here? I mean, where I'm coming from is like, okay, where is she coming from? Well, she must be coming from what Jesus even says. Is like, we're reincarnating here. So if we're reincarnating here, what are you doing here? Like, what are you doing? Stop. Okay, is it worth coming back to? Was that really the way you treat them? Because if you reincarnate, what if you become them? And they become you, and now you're gonna have. Will you forgive everybody who has abused you already? Forgive people. Forgive people. Stop thinking you're gonna get justice for all of the abuse and neglect, because they don't know what they're doing either. It's a fucking hand-me-down of pure blindness. What's going to happen for me is I'm going to keep what Saturn does is it refines. And what I have, babes, to refine, if it's going to refine me, pure gold. Pure, minding my own business, paying attention while going on. See, when I was a kid, babes, you don't know me. You guys don't know me. Not even some of the people of my past that we've reacquainted on Facebook, you could only reacquaint with me on Facebook. It's because I live on the fucking wilderness mountain. I choose a solitary life very different than most people. Not struggling with the outer saying, oh, I'm going to make it like this and that. No, I already live in the mountains. It's my inner world. It's like, no, I think I'm going to breathe more like this and I'm going to go this way. You know, there's a lot of compulsory suggestion that I never went for. The first compulsory suggestion, I tested all of my life. But my story goes is that I do the opposite. I bet you anything. I bet you anything. You tell me to turn right. I bet you I can go left. You're telling me to go forth. I'm going to go back. You know what I mean? That's just who I was. And I got more and more rebellious as we go. You know, as far as like, okay, so I'm wearing boys' clothes. And they ask me, why are you wearing boys' clothes? And I say, why are you wearing what you wear? You know, whatever, people. Point being is just, you know, you have to put up with me being myself. I am what I am. And after nearly 50 years, I'm finding myself, I think I'm enjoying, even though life is hard and it's fucking weird and it's fucked up, I'm enjoying my health, a healthy physical embodiment more so than a lot of people my age. And it's because of the decisions I've made, the discipline that is really, you know what I mean? You know, when people, I don't let people think for me. I can't, and I can't now. So what's going to happen is, well, Saturn going over my Jupiter, very intense teachings that we have coming from the Pisces anyway. But when Saturn goes there, for me, when it goes over 10 degrees, okay, it's not going to get there anytime soon because we have 75 days of it being in Pisces and then it goes back into Aquarius for some reason. Woo! Thank God, actually. I didn't realize it did that, but so it's going to do that, and it's going to go back over my Mercury, which is refining also because it happens to trine my Mercury Uranus, and it's like, man, this shit on my mind. How unconscious 80% of the Earth's population is. You can call them narcissists. Who, okay, that's just a word. Remember, you have a mind here, and they don't. Unconscious means you don't even see that thing. You don't know that thing is your enemy until you conquer it, and you conquer it not by going to a university. They are fucking putting you directly into it and saying, you're not going to get over it here. Nope. You're going to be stamped into a fucking limited possibility, and you're holding a frequency. It's called the wall. Pink Floyd sings it. It's called the wall. Just standing there in fear going, no, this is a great idea because I'm contributing to society. You're useless. It's like, bullshit. Contribute to yourself. There isn't any society. There isn't any humanity. Not aside from the fucking individuals standing there next to each other. Doing what? Looking at each other, trying to find out which way to go when really it's in. You need to go for that. They talk about the 40-day and 40-night jaunt that Jesus supposedly does. No, what they're telling you is about programming. How do you program your mind? How do you program yourself? It takes 40 days. Whether you know it, like it or not, something has gotten you to do that already. For me, it's getting up at fucking 5 in the morning. I could do yoga. I do yoga sometimes. I go here, and I'm going to be able to have a more refined communication. Really, what I need to just get out. You know, I'm here at a broadcasting system, not sitting at a radio station, but on top of the San Jacinto Mountains. I live on a fucking homesteaded property. My great-grandpa and grandma settled, and so I'm listening in a certain way about things, and I don't say that, hey, I've got the jewel, and you're not going to be able to. No, this is all going to break down right in front of your face because I know how to let go. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. My spirit is so much bigger than being a homeowner. And you look at these fucking decrepit people, you want to pay rent? I have bills! And it's like, well, how do you do my yard for free? And fucking shit like this. Fuck that! Fuck that! And there is something out there, believe it or not, people, that's saying, you don't own anything and you'll be happier with that. Well, you better understand that on the highest level, because that is the truth, and you better speak to them on that highest level and say, and so what can we own? If they can't tell you, tell them our behaviors, especially towards one another. That's all we can own. In fact, you will be forced to own it. I'm going to stop this conversation now, because I can't be brought down with, I'm going to tell you people right now who can only come from a past, and you don't seem to be able to rise above it. There is a better way for you. Don't bug me with that. I have a past too that it's like, wait a minute, wait. And let me hear of your rise above. Let me see the muscles that you use to get the fuck out of it. Because you see, well, that person's broke down, and that person's broke down too, and that person is a fucking asshole, and these are all my fucking parents. No, they're just all human. They're just all human. Stop thinking that anybody owes you anything. There's a real problem out there, and it really has to do with our inner workings. It's like the way we think, that we've got to go and knock on the city halls and think that somebody's going to give us justice. No! Give it to yourself. Wake up. There isn't any society or humanity, not aside from the individuals standing there, going